Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to attack on bind, entry frag on bind as Reyna. So basically, bind's definitely one of my favorite maps. It's probably one of most people's favorite maps, or it's definitely up there for most people. It's just a really fun map to play on. The TPs also sort of play a factor in that, and so basically, if you think about this map conceptually, there are two parts to B that you can push to, and two parts of A that you can push to. So this is how you can think of the map, and then the whole map, you know, has both of these, and there's no real middle. There's a middle for each site, but there's no actual middle like a lot of maps like Ascent have. So we're gonna talk about pushing long here. So one cool thing you can do, you could do this two ways whenever you want to entry. The first thing you can do is ask someone to shoot the silver dart that might be here or up here or somewhere over here. And one thing you do is just swing long like this and just, you know, expect them to be here and take the fight. And if you get the kill, then, you know, you have all this space to sort of take now. Another way you can do this is kind of just, if you're alone, you can get ready to shoot the dart yourself and walk up this way. And this is a little bit more passive, of course, but we can jiggle like this and then start to slowly walk up here. And basically, we're just expecting the peak here. You don't have to clear the left if you start here, because they can't. Actually, you might want to clear it. If you do the slow way, you want to clear this, and then you could clear right here. Slowly clear each possible angle. Clear up here because they can be up there. And then at this point, what we want to do is probably throw a flash. Of course, you want your team with you here. Remember to use utility. If you use utility on a duelist, you're going to be in a much better position, and if you have a teammate behind you to trade you in case you die, it's gonna feel much better as well. So throw a flash, wait for it to pop, and then clear left. And you can just kind of walk out. So if we're at this point, I'm just gonna say pause right here. If we're at this point, there's a good chance we can find someone like here or here. And if we don't find anyone, there could be someone hookah. Hopefully your teammates are in hookah. We'll just assume that they are. So here we need to clear right like this, and then clear this corner. And if they're not in those corners, then it's pretty good play to sort of like walk into elbow, especially if your team's making noise on site. A lot of especially low ranked players are not going to expect this. And then from here, this is usually smoked right here. So what you can do is actually walk out like this while the smoke is right here. If there's not a smoke, you can just kind of fight like this. And if you're in a, you know, you're just going to dismiss away. So that's how I would push through here. You can also, of course, you don't have to go elbow, just whenever you clear this and this. Instead, you can just flash really high, and then you're entering for your team onto site and then clearing everything. So that's how I would come from long. Again, you know, walk up, you can swing from there, or you can walk up all the way and then throw the flash here. So moving on to market to B hookah. I usually like to hold like this, and I usually like to walk up on the left side. And the reason that I do this is because it's gonna make you get here quicker. It's also safer for you. So now once you get to here, I don't want to walk all the way up to the wall because then that's peeker's disadvantage for me. So I kind of like stop a little bit, and then right here I'm gonna peek this angle because this is a pretty common spot for people to sit on defense, at least in higher ranks. So you should clear it just in case. Clear all possible spots here. You can flash. A lot of the time I won't flash into hookah just because if you can get to right here, clear this. If you die to a shotgun from up here, then hopefully your teammate can trade you. But if not, I always clear like this first. So I'll walk up, clear up top of the box right here, clear there, and then quickly turn around, see if there's anyone here. Sometimes you can spam this. You don't have to. Place one across here. Make sure they're not behind this box. And then from here, you're just gonna hold for a little bit, see if there's anyone. And whenever you're ready, say, "Team, I'm gonna flash and jump out." And then you kind of just jump out and run up. Again, clear sight, clear elbow. Try to get your team to smoke this and this. And whenever you do this, by the way, another play you can do when you flash high, clear, jump clear the corners, and then you can get on top of sight and you can clear back sight. And if there's no one here, you can drop and clear tube. So that's really good. And that's how you're gonna want to entry onto B site. So, and you could bring the spike there if your teammates aren't grabbing it, and you can bring it here if you're going A and they're not grabbing it. So we can go ahead and continue to the left here over to A short. And so the cool thing about A short is there are actually two ways to start. So I'm gonna go and start by talking about the left side of short. So they added this box here on bind. This is kind of useful. They also added this. This gives you slight height advantage so it's a little harder for them to place their crosshair directly on your head. So what you want to do here is clear like this because they can be right here. They can also be up here. They can also be on top of this. So I don't usually place my crosshair here though, just because it's kind of rare for that to happen. So I'll just kind of go like this, and then maybe like this would be what I would suggest. And then here, you always want to clear close. If you don't have a drone, you always need to check this. If you're not checking this, then it's a problem. Clear that, and then walk up. You can also now jump up here. One thing you can do is throw a flash and then pretend like you're coming out and just wait for someone to break it and peek you from here. If not, you can just flash. You don't have to jump. You just flash high, clear the corner, run out. Make sure your crosshair. Make sure you're just looking over here, and then whenever you're coming to hookah, clear this corner again. Make sure they're not towards shower. And if you want to come into hookah, slowly peek this like this. And from here, we don't really need to go. We don't really need to push, but a cool play that you can do is, if you do want to push, like say you get all the people dead on A site, then you should push. Honestly, you should take space. So this is a corner, but they probably won't sit there. If you can, so if you get all the players, the A players, you can get to this spot right here, or we can shift walk all the way up into here, like this. You guys have probably seen me do this before. This spot is beautiful, so if you can get here, but you need to do it quietly. If you can't make it all the way into there, into here, then sit right here like this. This is just about as good. And so yeah, that's how you enter there. Again, I said there's another side to short, which there is. So the benefit of this is if you're gonna entry, and you don't want to clear this corner, if you start on this side, you can watch right here, and if you don't see anyone, then they can't be in that corner, and that's because you can see this from the start of the round. So if no one crosses, then it's not possible for them to be there, but they can still be like right here. So don't neglect to expect that, right? So you want to like clear all this, and then it's basically just the same deal, except this time you don't have to clear the left, and you can walk all the way up and flash and do all that beautiful stuff. And you can also throw a second flash back sight or into hookah. Just depends on what you really want to do. And so moving on here to showers, the barrier is like on this wall somewhere, right about here. So you have a couple of options. A lot of people opt to just run all the way out like this to just take the fight into showers, which is perfectly fine. If you do want to take this fight, just know that you probably will be taking a fight unless nobody plays showers, which also happens quite frequently. So another play that we can do, that I do sometimes, is just kind of walk up, especially if you're playing against someone who always peeks this. Kind of just walk up like this and then peek like this angle here. Clear the left. Always clear this because they can always be in this spot and they can catch you off guard, and they can be really tight like this if they don't clear it. So make sure that whenever you come up like this, clear here. If you walk up on the left, you also want to clear this side and then come out like this, clear the doorway here, and then clear this whole area here. People like to sit up against this wall, and it's a pretty good spot. So yeah, so now one thing I'll say is if you want to entry A site, you don't really want to entry out from shower unless you have teammates pushing out short. And if you're playing Reyna, you probably want to flash out from short, honestly. But if you do want to come out here, it's okay, it works. So make sure that you clear right here, clear here, here, heaven, here, anywhere over here, and then also they can be on top of the box. But usually you just throw a flash, throw like a high flash. This will flash heaven, and it'll flash anyone here. So kind of like this. And if they shoot it, then you can react to it. If not, I'm probably just gonna shift walk out here. Careful of the spawn peak here. From here, I kind of try to get to back sight, because if I can get through to here without anyone noticing me, or if I come out here and then I take a fight with someone heaven or here, it's pretty common, or back sight is also pretty common. But if you can somehow get to back here, you don't really need to flash. You can just kind of cross over like this. Again, our objective is to get to this spot or to this spot, because if we can get to these spots without them knowing, we're going to get probably 2 or 3 kills for free. And it's just going to be a wrap for the round, free round win. So that's how you entry on this map. Let me think what else I might want to say. If you're going B, you might want to consider going long more often than you go hookah, unless your team really needs help getting hookah control, because as Reyna, flashes from long are much easier, and also coming out from long is easier, and then you can help your teammates come out from hookah after you get the kills, because generally coming out of hookah is just a mess a lot of the time, especially for people that don't really know how to do it properly, which is pretty common, so don't feel bad if you don't know how to do it. But as Reyna, you just flash out and just jump out with confidence, and not too much can really go wrong. So again, thank you guys for all of the support. I love you guys. If you guys have any comments or suggestions for guides, let me know. This one, I made this video the night before you're watching it, so hopefully you guys are enjoying my videos. Remember to check the description for my Discord server. I just got enough boost to make a nice banner. And also comment if you guys like my new YouTube banner. Someone just made that for me on Fiverr, and I absolutely love it. Fitting for the Reyna guide. So, but anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay sexy.